sorry about the break. Now, what I want to do is I want to get this about 12 inches or a good round figure, because I'm going to cut some squares, and of course squares are even on each side. And if I roll this out to 12 inches, then I'm going to be able to make 4 good squares out of every strip, and then I can cut those down into 3-inch squares. Right now we're at about 10.5, so I'm going to take this out just a little bit more. And I'm not really going to be pressing that much more on the dough, but I am going to go ahead and take it all out the same width. So I'm going to work down here where it's a little bit fatter, work a little less up there, and here I'm a little fat on the top, so I can go ahead and bring that out. You still want to relax it. If you don't relax it, when you cut it, it will relax. All right, and there it is. And we're at a good 12 inches right there. It's a 12-inch ruler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 4 3-inch squares. So I'm going to come in 3 inches and mark. And I'm going to do that a couple of times. So go ahead and mark 6, 2. And let's do one more and do 3, 6, and 9. And then I'll go up to the top and do the same thing. 3, 6, and 9. And then I can use my ruler as a straight edge. If, like me, you are artistically challenged and could not cut a straight line if you had to, use your ruler as your guide. 3, 6, and 9. There's 6. And here's 9. And then we'll take these, okay, and we'll mark those. 3, 6, and 9. And here, what I can just about trust myself to do is cut that 3-inch straight line. Just about, not really. Okay, so you should have some pretty good squares. Now, if it's still attached, don't tear that apart. Just come back with your wheel and knock that off. And if they're a little off, like this guy is a little bit off, I can stretch him just a little bit, getting close enough. And I like to stack them to keep them from getting too warm. I don't want fermentation to begin too soon. So here we are again, 3, 6, and 9. And it will become important later on that these are squares. So, you know, this is not just my OCD at work here. This is also purposeful. One more time. And that's going to leave us a nice long strand there to do some other stuff with. And this is just illustrating too some of the diversity of Danish dough. So I've got this one dough. I'm going to do 5 or 6 things with it. You know, that creates a lot of movement in my case. So when my customers come in, they look at my case, they see a lot of different things. So I've got my stacks of squares, and I'm going to take them, take my first stack, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wheel and cut to the center, but not all the way. Cut to the center, cut to the center. Take a little water, put it on there, and then I'm going to take up every other corner. So I start with this corner, I'll skip this corner, I'll take this corner. I'll skip this corner and I'll take this corner. I'll skip this corner and I'll take this corner. And I create what's called a pinwheel. Okay? It's kind of a square pastry. It's got a nice look. And that's about a, I think that's about a 3-inch unit. Or 3-ounce. 3-ounce unit. Oh no, a 2-ounce, good. I like my Danish right about 2 ounces, but these tend to get a little heavy on me. So, and I'm gonna lay these on the tray. Now, get used to, as you shape things, putting them directly on the tray. Don't handle them twice. So as you finish, just pick it up and drop it on the tray. Don't make a pile of them on your bench. Just a little water is all you need. Bring up the point and make sure you skip the point. A lot of people will grab the very next point and that'll become a problem. They'll say, oh, it doesn't look right. And it'll immediately be clear what happened, that you didn't skip a point. So push real hard, pick him up, and when you put things on the tray, put them on there pretty efficiently too. Space in the oven is at a premium, so we want to make sure that we're using that space wisely. I'm going to go ahead and do all things of a like kind first. So I'm going to cut my lines in, okay? and then I'll come back and do everything else. And that'll build up a little bit of speed. I'll get a little rhythm going that way, as opposed to stop and do something different. And then it kind of, I have to think about what I'm going to do. I want to do everything of a like kind all at once, and then come back to it. Even spray my water on. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are really pretty, and what we'll do with these, we'll put a little dot of filling right in the center of them. Okay, we can put a little streusel on them if we were so inclined. And they'll go about 4 wide. They'll touch, but only lightly. We're going to take a break after this one, and we'll shoot the next piece as a second video, or as a 12th video, whatever number we're up to now. Because they get too long, I can't upload them. Okay, so easy peasy. There they are. That might be just a little too close. We'll come across. Okay, so there's the pinwheel, okay, and that's the start of our Danish dough. We'll come back here in just a second. We'll show you the diamonds.